Buck, Republican of Colorado, Freedom Caucus member, ranking member of the House Judiciary and Antitrust, and I can go on and on. He's a big deal in Congress. Welcome back, Congressman. Are your dreams fulfilled by this deal?
Greg, this is a nightmare. It's not a dream. And what we're looking at is $4 trillion of debt added to our national debt for a total of $35 trillion or more. This is not a dream of any kind. They talk about $1 billion here of savings and $1 billion there of savings. Only in Washington, D.C. do you accumulate $4 trillion of debt in 18 months and talk about savings. This is a disaster, and I'd be very surprised if a lot of Republicans vote for this. They'll get a lot of Democrat votes for this bill, but they won't get a lot of Republican votes for it.
Is Speaker McCarthy's position in jeopardy? I mean, that was something I think the power is there for you guys, enough of you to remove him. I mean, that was one of the deals that you made. I mean, this is pretty unpopular with you and your colleagues, although it does have support. Is he in jeopardy here? Are you going to try something?
Well, I think what's going to happen is after this vote tomorrow evening sometime, we will vote on this. And after this vote, there will be discussions about the motion to vacate and whether it's going to be appropriate to bring that motion or not. So it's premature to make any kind of predictions at this point. It's going to take a good 15 or 20 people who are committed to removing the speaker over this bill. But I do think that at some point that the failure to comply with his promise that we would stay with the 2022 appropriations numbers, that it's going to be meaningful.
All right. Now, look, the big thing that I'm disappointed in, it has I think they went from 87,000 new IRS agents to about 85,000 new IRS agents. All the IRS agents are still in there. But I'm a little bit confused. I mean, you have people, institutions like the New York Post saying Kevin McCarthy, it's a win for Republicans and the nation. The key is that it advances the GOP's controlled spending agenda significantly on multiple fronts. Most crucially, it starts reducing federal outlays immediately. Look, there are people who are saying this is a great deal. How are they getting it wrong?
Well, they're getting it wrong because the devil is in the details here. When you look at each one of these provisions, it is just minuscule compared to the huge amount of debt that is going to occur. You look at the timing of this. This goes until January 1st, 2025. When we have a new Republican president sworn in on January 20th, this is going to be a crisis that they are going to hand over to a new Republican president. So they have timed this for the best Democrat purposes, and the amount serves their needs. This is an unlimited amount. All they did was say that the debt ceiling is good until January 1st, 2025. They didn't set an amount on this. So if they go to $5 trillion, $6 trillion, they can keep spending. And that's what's really unfortunate about this is our negotiators didn't have the foresight to understand that the Democrats have a huge win here. You're going to see a lot of Democrats voting for this bill. And you can see President Biden touting what a great job he did during his negotiations.
If we can go to video of Joe Biden and Kevin McCarthy in the Oval Office, and you think, okay, these guys are going to be negotiating together, and they don't do all that much negotiating. You just mentioned staff members, and on their side, they have somebody called Shalanda Young. She is the director of OMB, Office of Management and Budget, I believe, and here's her kind of convoluted way of saying things.
With this deal, is this an admission by the president that maybe the government spent too much money over the past 2 years?
What I'll say is we're in divided government. And both sides have thoughts about the trajectory of the country of spending. This president takes a backseat to nobody on deficit reduction.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was so direct. This president takes a backseat to nobody on deficit spending. I have my severe doubts. All right, so you told us how it's going to play out. Technically, there will be a vote tomorrow, and then what? What's the problem here? Kevin McCarthy, career politician. I did hear this, that one of the things that they want some things for people to be frustrated over for the general election, so that you guys, that Republicans, have more to run on next year. I think that's very cynical, but apparently that's the way the pros look at it. Like the thing with the agents, if you had won this battle, you wouldn't be able to run on it next year. That's how some of the politicians talk,
Greg, this is a surrender. This is a absolute surrender to the Biden administration, and what the Speaker is surrendering is the Republican majority in the United States House. This is the idea that somehow Republicans are so strong that the American people are going to line up and reelect Republicans in the House or, frankly, in the White House. This damages our brand and it hurts our chances in 2024.
We'll be watching this closely. It's very important. Thank you, sir. Good luck with all this. Good luck to the country. We'll be right back.